Hey guys, it's Elyssa from ElyssaNalani.com, and today I wanted to show you my setup in my Traveler's Notebook for the month of July. Now you will have noticed from the title of this video that I am going to be participating in One Book July this year. And I'm really excited because I've never done it before. I have watched Carrie Harling's videos over the past few years as she has done it, and I've always been intrigued by the concept but never gave it a shot myself. But this year I am in a place where I really need to kind of buckle down and make some changes, not just in my planning process, but in my project planning process. And One Book July is going to be, hopefully, the perfect challenge for facilitating some of that change. So I'm ready to get started. So for those of you who don't know what One Book July is, I have information in the description for you to take a look at. I'm not going to go into all of the details. It has evolved over the past few years. It was originally started by three ladies in the planner community: RHOMANY from RHOMANY's Realm, Vicky from MISSVICKYBEE, and CARIE Harling from Dispatches from the Frat House, who is my favorite planner person on YouTube. So they have been putting this on, I think, since 2014, I think. And they have just, I think this is their first year, I'm not sure, but I'm maybe 80% sure it is, their first year to have a YouTube channel specifically dedicated to One Book July. And so there are playlists of videos that you can take a look at and find out more information. The basis of One Book July, I will say, because I need it for context of what I'm about to say, but the basis for One Book July is to kind of clean out all of the stuff, all of the things that we tend to gather in our processes that we need to take a second look at, whether we need to adjust it or whether we need to get rid of it or take on something new. Whatever changes need to be made, this is the challenge that encourages you to address that. Now, there are guidelines for the challenge, but there are no hard and fast rules. So when you take a look at the content, the videos, and the information, they highly encourage you to interpret the guidelines as you will. Okay, so it originally started with one book, one pen for 1 month, but there are a few other different versions of the challenge as well. So for me, I am moving back into my standard size Traveler's Notebook, which is what I started out with at the beginning of the year. I had since moved into my personal size to use in conjunction with my standard size, but now I'm setting my personal size Traveler's Notebook for the month. I'm setting it aside for the month, and I am going to be solely using my trusty black standard size Traveler's Notebook from PRIMA Marketing. Oh my word, that was a mouthful. Yeah. Anyway, I've moved solely back into this one, and the only thing that I will be using aside from this book is perhaps some bullet journaling in my actual bullet journals. So I haven't quite decided yet if I'm going to do journal entries and things like that in here. I don't know if there's anybody else out there. If you are watching this and you can relate to this, please let me know in the comments so that I'm not alone, or so I don't feel like I'm alone. But I can be very, very particular when it comes to what I put in what book because of how it gets archived, and just this sounds so weird if you're not like this yourself, but just the feel of where things are in what book can make a huge difference as to where you want to put it. I'm going to leave it there because if I continue to try to explain that, I'm going to dig myself into just a weird hole, and I won't know how to remedy that. Anyway, so I don't know yet if I'm going to be doing all my bullet journaling in here. I'm entertaining the thought, but there is at least one more bullet journal that I will be using in conjunction, actually two. Oh, I have 3 that I'm going to be sharing with you in another couple of videos, but at least 2 that I will be using aside from this. But this is just for planning all the things, not so much journaling. And One Book July is for planners and journalists, those who plan and those who journal. And so there is an opportunity to combine the two and place them in one place. But I'm not going to be doing that. This is for planning all the things. So, and I will flip the camera around here in a second and let you see. But I did want to say a couple more things because these are just thoughts that have been kind of floating around in my head for a while, and this is why One Book July is kind of something that I have found important for me that I haven't at any other time. And really, I'm losing my train of thought, but it's there. Give me a second. I have noticed in my planning process that I have picked up or established or allowed bad habits to kind of take residence in my process. And I feel like I'm entertaining the notion of doing a whole video on bad planning habits that I have acquired, because I feel like it is so easy to set up a planner. That's the easy part. It's so easy to, if you're in a traveler's notebook, to get inserts, to you know, get your dashboards and your covers and all of your ephemera and accessories, and pick a nice cover, so on and so forth. If you're in a bullet journal, it's so easy to, you know, look at all the different spreads that people make and try them for yourselves and emulate different styles and so forth. It's so easy if you're in rings to find the perfect pages and order them in such a way that it's going to be easy on the eye, and to have your dividers and all of that. It's just so easy to set this up. That's the easy part. And that is something that I can do. I can do that, no problem. And it's a great creative outlet. However, at the same time, it is so hard to actually figure out how it works for you, which is why this concept of planner piece can be somewhat elusive to a lot of us, because we're over here with our beautiful planners and we're not actually getting things done. And One Book July is a really great time to kind of sit down and say, okay, what is not working? What do I need to change? What do I need to get rid of? Am I actually using this insert? Am I actually using this set of pages? Am I actually going to track in this, you know, multifaceted tracker that I set up in my bullet journal? What am I actually going to do? What do I actually need? Am I, is it a matter not just of my book, but is it a matter of procrastination? So is it something else that I have to deal with, not just the way my book is set up? And again, I'll go into more detail, hopefully in another video, as I kind of let this marinate in my head. But this is really a time where we can address some of those issues. And so, anyway, that's what One Book July is going to be for me. I need a place where I can have space to plan all the things, and then a space where I can really hone in on my project planning skills, very specifically for the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, and then my blog. And I have danced around methods for so long when it comes to my blog, and I have yet to find the system where I can just get in, do the work, and go. And I think that's just part of the learning process when you're getting into content creation of any kind. Whenever you're making something to share with other people, you have to find that rhythm that matches your lifestyle, that matches what you're making. And so that's just the process that I'm going through, and I'm trying not to be very long-winded, but those are my reasons for wanting to participate in One Book July. These are the challenges that I have, and this is going to be, for 1 month, the way I'm going to be tackling it. And hopefully at the end, I can look back and say, oh, I get it. This is what I need to do from here on out. At least until something else changes, because it always changes. So anyway, I am going to stop talking and flip the camera around. And if you have any questions, you know where to leave them. Anything that I can link, I will link in the description. Again, check out they have a whole YouTube channel, so check out the channel, binge watch the playlists if you must, and see you have a few more days left before the challenge actually begins. But even once the challenge officially begins, you can hop in at any time. It's not, there are no hard fast rules. It's whatever you want to make it. So anyway, I'm done. I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you what's going on in here. All right, you guys, so this is my standard size traveler's notebook from PRIMA Marketing. And if you've never checked out their notebooks, I do recommend them. I have 3 of their covers and I like them all. So all of that is linked below, so you can check it out. I have changed out my covers for my inserts, and in case you want to know, this is the Summer Dream paper pad from Recollections that I got from Michaels. And as many of us are wont to do, I used the 40% off coupon, which made it real nice. So around my first 2 inserts, I have my credit card insert where I just have pictures of me and my husband. This has not changed. I've had this all year. And then my first insert is my 2018 monthly, this is the whole year, a month on 2 pages. And I've got my July going. I just stuck some washi and stickers on it, nothing fancy. So I've got that going. This setup, you guys, is so incredibly simple. I almost feel like it's not worth sharing, but here it is. So anyway, let's keep going. The next insert is I'm using Annie Plan's printables for my year, my months, and then my weeks, okay? And my days as well. So this is her week on 2 pages. Here's what it looks like. Empty. You have a Monday through Sunday list, a bullet list, some dot grid, some trackers, your days, and then a dot grid, or I'm sorry, a regular grid on the side. Okay? And this is how I'm using it. So I'm living in it this last week of June, and this is just kind of how I have it set up. So I've got some tracking here. I've got like my high priorities list here. I'm going to be writing down my July video ideas in this section. I've got my lunches in here. My husband and I don't necessarily eat the same lunch. I pack his lunch, and so, you know, I just ask him, you know, what do you want? Either if I'm asking him the morning of or the night before, what do you want to eat? And then he tells me, we get it done, and then he brings it to work. I'm not always in the mood for what he's eating, so I just eat whatever I want. And then here I just got, I just have, you know, what's going on during that day, and then I have a list of things that either need to get done or have been done this week so far, okay? And just stickers. These are me and my big ideas stickers that I have. And then I went ahead and prepped the rest of the month. This insert has more weeks than just the 4 for 1 month, so I'll be in this for a little bit. And so I just have the week title, and then, or the week number rather, and then the days of the week. It's a little patriotic for the 4th of July. And I got some stickers here. Nothing super fancy, y'all. Really, really simple. Really simple. And I figured I would go ahead and prep my weeks, and then every day I can just have fun in my daily insert. So that's what's going to happen there. So these are my weeks. And then my daily insert is just in Annie Plan's dot grid. This is just her blank dot grid. And I printed out more sheets than what comes initially in the insert. I just printed some extra sheets off so that if I want to use this, so I have more pages than just a day on a page, if that makes sense. So I have more than 31 days or sheets to work with. Excuse me. And so, because there are days where I need more than 1 sheet, there are days where I need just 1 sheet, there are days where I'll just need like a half or just a couple of lines. That's why I don't, I've mentioned this before, I don't have any structure to my days because I don't like having restrictions, and I don't like wasting space that I don't use. Okay, so At the beginning of the insert, I just have goals for the month of July. And then this was, what was the 25th? That was Monday? Yeah, this was Monday. And then this was yesterday, and then this is today. And I just sticker it up and then write down what needs to be written down, and that's it. And then tomorrow I'll get started again. So really easy. I mentioned at the beginning that I wasn't sure if I would do my bullet journaling, like actual journal activities like prompts and things in my traveler's notebook. This is where I might do it, but I'm not quite sure yet. I really like to keep the journaling aspect out of my daily pages because I don't like them being all mixed up. When I want to go back and reference journaling, I want to just be able to reference journaling, not all the to-dos of that day, if that makes sense. So I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do it. I might just do another dot grid and pop it in here as well. So anyway, that's the decision that has yet to be made. So my next insert is another 2018 calendar insert, and it's just what I'm going to be using for my editorial calendar. So this is going to be content for the channel and for my blog. And so my goal is to post a video twice a week and then to post on the blog once a week. And so when those are done, I can check them off and hopefully get some decent content out on a regular basis. That is the plan, but we'll see what happens. This is my editorial calendar, and then the rest are simply lists and bullets. So, or I'm sorry, list and grid. So this is the Annie Plans list insert, and I have it divided. This is what the pages look like empty, and I printed off extra so that I would have more than what initially comes in. And each list is just a list of ideas for both the YouTube channel and the blog by category. So this will be planning videos, crafty videos. I can show you this because I've already done, well, I've done this. I still have more ideas to come up with, to populate. But anyway, so I just have a whole list of ideas for the blog, I'm sorry, for the blog here, and then YouTube. And the blog happens halfway down the booklet. And that's it. That is it. Super simple. I have this top-loading dashboard that I made a while ago. It's kind of looking a little dilapidated. The camera's not really picking up as the dilapidation, thank goodness. But that's what I have wrapped around this insert here. Okay, and I just had some of the extra scrapbook paper that was left over from making my covers. And then I have this pouch insert that is wrapped around this insert that I've got, and this is just a lined insert that I keep for working out the actual information in a video or in a blog post. And that's it. Just notes on what I'm actually going to say or write so that I can keep all the ideas coherent and concise, and so they work well in the video or in the blog post. And then this last one is a dot grid, and this is just for general notes. Whether I'm brainstorming ideas for content or I just need to jot something down, somebody told me, just general notes. Nothing exciting, but highly needed in a traveler's notebook. And then that's it, guys. I have my 3 inserts for my months, my weeks, my days to plan all the things. And then I have some inserts to work through content creation. And that is all I'm focusing on for the month of July when it comes to planning. I might slip another insert in here, maybe like another dot grid, if I need more space to work through ideas. I don't know yet, but I might slip another dot grid in here. I really love the dot grid, and so I might need another one. But that's it. That is my setup. I am not using one pen. I have 3 on my pen loop. I've got a black, what is this? I can never remember what this is. This is a Pilot G207, and then I have my Colettos. that have the colors in my color code for my planner. And so definitely 3 pens can't get along with just one, and so they're all hooked onto there. I'm thinking that I might not have anything interesting enough to show in update videos. Oftentimes people do updates every week to show how they're getting along in their One Book July experience. And I don't know, I mean, if I have anything worth showing, I'll show it. I definitely will be doing a wrap-up to kind of show how it worked throughout the whole month. Because I'm doing project planning in here for the blog and YouTube, there's probably going to be a lot that I can't show you because I wouldn't want to spoil anything, but I'll do my best. So we'll see. We shall see. I do have some other videos for some other setup videos to show you with my bullet journals. So I'm going to get to work on those, and I think that's it, you guys. This was real easy, almost boring. I'm sorry. But if you have any questions, you know where to leave them, and I will see you all in the next video. And if you're doing One Book July, make sure you tag your stuff, whether it's a video on YouTube, whether you're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. I already said YouTube, whether it's a video. Wherever you're posting, make sure you tag One Book July 2018, hashtag it, and that way everybody can kind of check out each other's content. Beyond that, I don't have anything else to say. So I'm going to sign off, and I hope you all are having a great day, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye!